up, everybody? This is Tech G back with another video to help you successfully pass the CompTIA Network Plus 009 certification. So let's get into it. In the realm of IT networking, well-defined organizational processes and procedures are crucial to maintaining stability, security, and efficiency. And the CompTIA Network Plus exam emphasizes the importance of various documentation methods, lifecycle management strategies, change management, and configuration management in enterprise networking. And in this video, we're going to provide an in-depth look at these essential organizational procedures. All right, so let's begin by talking about documentation. So proper documentation, this is the backbone of an efficient IT infrastructure. It ensures seamless troubleshooting, smooth onboarding for new IT staff, and compliance with industry regulations. And there are several key documentation types that exist in a structured networking environment. So first, let's talk about physical and logical diagrams. So physical diagrams, they represent the physical layout of network devices, including routers, switches, firewalls, and cabling, and these are useful for hardware installation, maintenance, and troubleshooting. Then we have what are called logical diagrams, where they depict the logical flow of data through a network, showing VLANs, IP addressing schemes, and network segmentation. And these are essential for understanding how traffic moves across the network. Next, we have what is called a rack diagram. And a rack diagram, this shows the physical arrangement of networking equipment within a rack. And these diagrams help IT staff efficiently organize, install, and troubleshoot hardware while ensuring proper airflow and cable management. Then we have cable maps and diagrams, and these illustrate the interconnectivity between devices, including fiber optic runs, patch panels, and structured cable layouts. And these documents prevent misconfigurations and they speed up repairs when connectivity issues arise. And then we have what are called network diagrams, and they provide a structured view of network components and their interconnections. And they are classified into three layers. So you have layer one, the physical layer. This displays the physical connections of network devices such as Ethernet cables and fiber optic links. You have layer two, or the data link layer. This illustrates MAC addresses, VLANs, and layer two switches, aiding in troubleshooting broadcast domains and segmentation issues. And then you have layer three, or the network layer, and this represents IP address assignments, subnetting, and layer three routing paths that are essential for understanding network traffic flow. Next, we have what is called an asset inventory. So tracking network assets, this helps organizations manage resources effectively. And an asset inventory includes hardware, which is used for cataloging network devices, such as routers, switches, servers, and endpoints. You got software that's used for maintaining records of installed applications and operating systems. You got licensing. This is where you keep track of software licenses to ensure compliance and avoid legal repercussions. And then you have warranty support. This is for monitoring warranty and support agreements to schedule timely hardware replacements. And then we have what is called IP address management. So this tool assists in managing and allocating IP addresses, tracking subnets, and avoiding conflicts. And they streamline IP address assignment and aid in DHCP and DNS administration. Next, you have what is called an SLA, or a service level agreement. And this is a formal contract between service providers and clients defining expected performance levels. And key SLA components include the following, such as uptime guarantees, you got response and resolution times for incidents, and then you got performance metrics and penalties for non-compliance. Then you also have what is called a wireless survey, or a heat map, and this assesses the strength and coverage of a Wi-Fi network. And the heat map, this visualizes signal strength across different areas, helping admins optimize access point placement and eliminate dead zones. All right, so let's move on and talk about the life cycle management. So life cycle management, this ensures that network components are adequately maintained, upgraded, and retired at appropriate times. And the first aspect of the lifecycle management is the end of life and end of support. So end of life, this marks when a product is no longer manufactured or sold. And then end of support, this indicates when a vendor stops providing updates, patches, and security fixes for a product. So IT teams, they must plan for EOL and EOS transitions to prevent security vulnerabilities and compatibility issues. Next, there's software management. So, keeping software up to date is crucial for security and performance. And this includes regularly applying security patches to mitigate vulnerabilities, also ensuring that servers and endpoints run on supported operating system versions, and keeping network devices firmware current to enhance performance and security. Then you have what is called decommissioning, and this is the structured process of safely removing outdated hardware and software. And this includes data backup and secure data wiping, hardware disposal or recycling, and revoking device access from network resources. All right, next let's talk about change management. So, change management, this ensures that all modifications to the network follow a structured approval and implementation process. And part of that is the request process tracking or service requests. So, a structured request tracking system allows IT teams to document, approve, and review network changes. And this prevents unauthorized modifications and reduces downtime risks. And then there is configuration management, and this involves maintaining consistency in network settings and documentation. And within that, you have production configuration, and this is the current active configuration of network devices that should be carefully documented and managed. You have backup configurations, so regular backups of network configurations. This helps in disaster recovery and quick restoration in case of failures. Then you have what is called the baseline or the golden configuration. In the golden configuration, this serves as a standard reference configuration for devices, ensuring consistency and simplifying recovery processes. All right, so in conclusion, understanding and implementing organizational processes and procedures and network management, this is vital for maintaining efficiency, security, and compliance. And the CompTIA Network Plus exam emphasizes these best practices to help IT professionals streamline network operations. So proper documentation, lifecycle management, change management, and configuration management. This ensures that networks remain resilient and scalable in the long run. All right, now with all of that being said, let's do some check on learning. So the first question is, which of the following documentation types provides a visual representation of how devices are physically connected within a network? Is this a logical network diagram, a rack diagram, a layer 3 network diagram, or an asset inventory? And the correct answer is this is a rack diagram. So a rack diagram, this is a physical representation of how network and server equipment are arranged in a data center or networking closet. It details the placement of hardware components such as switches, routers, and servers within network racks. In contrast, a logical diagram, this focuses on network relationships and traffic flow. And a layer 3 network diagram illustrates IP routing and subnet segmentation. Asset inventory, this tracks hardware and software, but does not provide a visual layout. Next question, what is the primary purpose of change management in an organization's IT infrastructure? Is it to track software updates and bug fixes? Is it to ensure that all network documentation is properly stored? Is it to standardize the process of requesting, reviewing, and implementing changes? Or is it to enforce network security policies? And the correct answer is it is to standardize the process of requesting, reviewing, and implementing changes. So change management ensures that modifications to an IT environment follow a structured and well-documented process to minimize disruptions. This includes tracking service requests, obtaining approvals, and testing before deployment. While software updates and bug fixes are part of software management and documentation is essential, neither directly encompasses change management's role. Enforcing network security policies, this is a security function rather than a change management process. And our final question, a company wants to monitor and allocate IP addresses dynamically while keeping a record of all assigned addresses. Which of the following tools should they implement? Would this be a network diagram, a service level agreement, an IP address management, or a wireless heat map? And of course, the obvious answer is IP address management or IPAM. So IP address management, this is used to track, manage, and allocate IP addresses dynamically, ensuring efficient utilization of network resources. A network diagram, this provides a layout of network components, but does not manage IP addresses. A service level agreement, this defines service expectations, but does not handle IP address allocation. And a wireless heat map, this is used for analyzing Wi-Fi coverage and signal strength, not IP address management.